Hi, I'm Ben. I decided to make hiring managers out there and recruiters a short video to help them spot and identify the early warning signs and also as you go throughout the hiring process for candidates who could just be wasting your time. How do you spot the committed versus just a curious or the tire-kicking candidate who ultimately lets you down? There are a number of problems out there we're seeing in the market. It's been a very tight market for senior SaaS executives across Europe and the US over the last year or so. The market is exceptionally tight. Many candidates are rejecting job offers, they're staying put, and often they're ghosting hiring managers. They become very, very slippery. So the question is, how do you maximize your chances of selecting and offering the genuine candidates? Because it doesn't matter at the end of the day how good a candidate is if they're not going to accept your job offer at the end of the hiring process. The research we have is based on hundreds, if not thousands, of recent candidate engagements we've had. We've analysed various behaviours, and here are some of the telltale signs to spot genuine candidates or the ones who aren't perhaps so genuine. In the beginning of the process, look at the reasons for leaving. Why is the individual, assuming they're employed, which most are in SaaS, looking to change jobs at this moment in time? If it's all about the money and they love their company, there's a big red flag there. They're most likely going to stay where they are or use your job offer to leverage a promotion or a higher package. There's been a lot of that going on in the market. Look at the how distant is the behavior? How distant is the candidate? For example, do they connect with you on LinkedIn? Do they turn their camera on or off on a video call? We've noticed candidates who aren't necessarily so committed, when we look back, have been the ones who just keep that distance. They don't return your phone calls. They don't want to connect with you. They don't want to get close to you or meet you. And also the behaviors. If they're late for interviews, they go quiet. You constantly have to chase them. It could take 3 or 4 days to get a response from them, having sent an email or left a message. They're not showing that commitment or interest. Here are 3 tips to evaluate the commitment levels of serious candidates. We would suggest, if you are fortunate enough to be in the same country or geography as an individual who you want to hire, see if they want to meet you face to face. Invite them to a meeting, have a coffee. If they don't, why not? From my experience, candidates who are really keen on a role, they want to get in front of you if they can. They want to meet you too. It's important. It's a big decision for them. Really important. And they will jump on a train or sometimes a plane to meet the hiring manager. They really want that senior commercial job. Evaluate how responsive they are. Do they respond within minutes? Most people in tech are on their phones and on their computers constantly. If they're taking a long time to respond, that's not a good signal. The responsive candidates, we find, are the ones where the deals close. And finally, look at the attitude. Do they tell you they want the job? Are they really keen? You get a feeling when someone's keen versus just playing you along. Hopefully, there's been some useful tips there. I'm happy to share more views on this. If you have any specific questions, please contact me at bew@intrinsicsearch.com. And thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this.